Good morning.
Morning, campers.
It's Monday. I don't remember. Is it the 15th?
Today is the 14th.
The 14th. Larry just dropped us off, and we have what Cathy said is her favorite section through here. We have no idea really what we're into. We understand that there's going to be some, basically rock scrambling, and we've been given instructions on how to avoid places if it's wet, because the rocks can get a little dicey.
These boards are slippy.
These boards are slippy, so I'm going to put this away. We've been doing some walking on boardwalks and rocks and
Swampy.
yeah, and it's a little slippery. That's all right. We're just going to take our time. Hopefully nobody will end up with a really wet foot. Yeah. Well, New Jersey, for the most part, you've been a gas. On to New York. Yeah.
Big time city.
Yeah. Sadly, it has been raining and these rocks are a little slick. So
we're a frog strangler.
Having to take our time, but slow and steady wins the race and all that crap.
Yeah.
So another state down. Woot! Where Pennsylvania has shark rocks, New Jersey, and now I see New York as well, has what I've come to call humpback rocks. They look like humpback whales. When they're not wet, they're super fun. But when they're wet, sometimes they can be slippery. It depends, I think, a little bit on if they have lichen on them. We prefer them definitely to the sharp pointy rocks, but like I said, they're really fun when they're dry. And that's not going to happen today. We are in a cloud coming up on one of the cool sights that you see on this truck. I'll get a little closer, but look behind me. Yeah, we're in a cloud. I'll get a little closer. Yes, that is an American flag. Someone maintains a flag up here. I cannot remember. Larry and Cathy are going to be so annoyed with us.
If the conditions are right, you're supposed to be able to see the skyline of the city.
If this is it. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No.
But that's cool.
Cleveland's down.
Yep. Not every day is a view. We're just taking our time. I mean, it's still pretty. I'm sad because this would have been super fun if we could have just, raced across the rocks. But that's very cool.
Yeah. This is sort of a nice little creek right here. Slippy, wet boulder hopping to get across. It's always fun. Yeah, sounds cool. Not a whole lot to look at. Past that nasty descent was this thing. It was like a little crevice. I'm going to try to not fast pan too much, but it's really pretty down in here in these rocks. It looks like we're going into...
I'm going to text him just to let him know we're off base.
Going into the darkness here. It doesn't, I mean, it's really cool. The camera brightens it way up, but it's really dark. Hey guys, just look up. See that? That was a gas coming straight down there on the rain and the wet rocks.
It would have been so fun if it was dry. Today, not so fun.
It's just straight up stuff. So much. I don't know. It's still fun, but
it is. I think maybe we should just cover the soles of our shoes with tenacious tape.
Second level fun, bud. Second level fun. Off we go.
It's really pretty. We were both saying we want to come back sometime when the weather's better and hike this with Larry and Cathy. I threw up in my mouth a little bit until I saw there was rebar. Yeah, this looks like big fun. Oh, no views today, but I bet it's amazing. Yeah, we came up that. I can't imagine what this is like on a clear day, as it's really pretty even today. We are not setting any speed records, but you can see why. That is why. We are just scrambling around. I don't think so, because Richard said this was a rocky outcrop, and if this one isn't, it missed a good chance. And of course, there's a view that we will not be getting. It's breaking our hearts that we're having to avoid anything that might be slick, but we're getting it done. Like Rich said, sometimes you just get the miles done, right?
Yeah. Wish I could see a blaze.
Oh, well, I guess I better put this way. We ran into another hiker. He was slack packing as well. He started March 17th, and he was going down on his butt, and Rich just slid down on his butt on this. There's no other way to do it. Now I went, well, there is, because I went over to that side and worked my way down through the cracks. You know, I know we've said it a million times. I'm sure this is really fun when it's dry. Not so much today. Oh dear. Just when you thought it was safe to come back in the woods. Yeah, okay. It's just a little up. It actually looks like there's some handholds, so up is not our big problem today. It's what awaits on the other side. Yeah, I think he's gonna make it. I better pay attention. Wow, we actually kind of have a view. It's getting chilly. We're supposed to not have any rain till 3, but you know how AccuWeather can change that at a moment's notice.
Up here pretty quick.
We just found this. Maine, 819 miles. Wow. Cool. You probably can't see her, but standing at the very front of the trail is a deer. We'll see how close she lets us get. Off she goes. Well, it was a tough call, but because everything was still pretty wet, and then we read the comments about people falling like 50 feet, we went around Pinnacle and Catwalk. We've probably had enough fun with the slip and slide today on the other rocks, right?
I think I did, but
yeah.
If there had been some views and stuff, would have definitely went.
Right. I mean, we hate to be sissies, but we were kind of looking at the long ball and the fact that we'd be, you know, slipping around up there for no good reason, really. So, sadness. If you do it, just be careful. Of course, now the sun comes out. But we talked to Larry about it, and he said that, particularly like East Pinnacle, that there were some pretty, well, kind of like tricky things that would have been not the best decisions to try to hike wet. So, you know, I still have regret for not doing it, but we have to keep our eye on the long ball. So now he said this section was really nice and quite park-like, and we're gonna do this 3.5 and climb 755 feet and be done for the day. Do you have anything to add? I have a
herbicides. Stop, danger, herbicides.
I have a bug on my hands.
Stop, danger, herbicide.
This is Fitzgerald Falls. It's pretty. It's a little far away. Sorry about that. This is actually Fitzgerald Falls, which is much prettier. We gotta get across here.
You climb all the way up there.
Oh, and go all the way up there?
Yep.
Okay. And there's the stairs. This is Mambasha High Point. Sun's out. Rocks are, you know, there's still some wet spots, but they're fine. Not much of a view though. You can just see little peaks. I'm sure in the winter it's nice.
Let's see what the weather's doing.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We have severe thunderstorms. I told Rich we should have hiked this section backwards, because all the places we would have had views would have had sunshine instead of what we had this morning. Now we're camping at a drive-in theater. It's a long story, but everybody says it's a great thing to do, and the shopping center is right over there. So it's super nice of them to let people do this. Hi there. We are at Pennings Farm, where we just got a free beer.
Welcome to Pennings Farm. You can camp right up the road at the drive-in.
We are.
All right. We offer a free drink to every hiker. One free drink to every hiker that comes through.
And it was a tasty drink. And the food looks amazing.
Always tasty. We have our own cidery. We make our own cider.
Awesome. And we'll give people a tour and we'll show them the food.
Please
Thanks
do.
for having us.
You got it. Thank you.
So we just checked back in at the drive-in, and hi there.
Hello.
So when you get here, you're supposed to sign the book, right? Yes. When we got here, no one was here, but now we've signed the book, and look, there's all the pens from everybody. So this is pretty awesome. We'll probably be asleep by the time the movie starts, but it's so nice that you let us do this.
And you guys, you can get a radio from that door right over there. They'll give you a radio so you can hear
The red one?
the white one, the white door.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We're getting ready to do the wrap up and look at the sunset at the drive-in movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
Yeah.
Hi there.
June 14th, Warwick Drive-In.
And it's after 8, so this has got to be short because I've got so
Say
much to
15.
do. Yeah, it was a hard day today. As you saw, the rain just made it just a nightmare. And it's so sad because it was such a nice section.
Yeah, it was very cool. The terrain was amazing and fun. The climbing and the rock scrambling and everything was great. It just,
Everything was,
yeah, it was.
you just couldn't trust any of the rocks.
You couldn't.
I told Rich, I said, assume every rock is going to try to kill you.
I mean, I haven't. This is the first time I'd fallen the whole time on trail today.
Yeah,
First time.
and we literally went.
I just slipped down, went down on my butt.
Yeah, and then there were times we were literally on our butts on purpose, sliding down because there was no other way to get down.
But I mean, honestly, if it was really fun, even though it was wet. But we just had to go really slow. But
and of course there were no views.
I want to come back and do this section when it's sunshiny and dry.
Yeah,
I think it'd be great.
But then in the afternoon, we talked to Larry and Cathy, and I'd actually made notes of East Pinnacle and Cat's Walk that there were blue blazes, and Rich and I kind of talked about it, and we kind of agreed that if the rocks were still wet and it was overcast, what was the point? But then when we got there, I felt really bad about not.
I mean, there was
doing
no view
them.
at all.
I
mean, it
know.
was just cloud. I mean,
But I
you
still
couldn't see
have
anything.
regret for not
you
manning
saw the
up
American,
and doing
You
it.
saw the American flag in the video. How epic that is up there.
Yeah,
It's just it's pretty cool even in the fog.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so tomorrow we're gonna try to do maybe another 15, 16. But I'm hammered. I need a 0. We made a reservation at the Linden Hotel because we couldn't get into the Breezy Inn. And Greenwood, one of the reasons why I wanted to stay there was because it seems like there's quite a bit that we can get to on foot. So that's the plan.
We had talked. We actually went and looked at and talked to the guys at what was the name of that?
Tuxedo.
The Tuxedo Hotel, which
May still happen. You
highly
never know.
recommend. I mean,
Yeah.
the prices were good. They were
Yeah.
about $15 a night cheaper than where we're going to go, but
Yeah, and cheaper than the Appalachian, which wasn't a bad place, but I mean the Tuxedo looked nice from the outside. But
they were
logistics is always a thing, and we've got Cathy and Larry helping us. So for people who don't have somebody who can help you get around, just plan as best you can. But this is great.
Yeah, no,
the drive-in's awesome.
The drive-in's awesome. I can't wait for another hour to go by and just see all the fun.
Yeah, because we can walk to the ShopRite. We walked over to Pennings and had a great meal and free beer for through hikers, which was so nice.
I mean, after tomorrow, we're going to be real close to 100 miles since our last day off. And those of you that have done this before understand that a 0 day is just a run around like nuts day. You
Yeah.
don't really get a lot of rest. And so we're both pretty beat. And we're going to take a double 0 so we can have a day to just veg.
Yeah, my ankles are bothering me, and I've never had trouble with where my feet are hurting. I think they're just tired. They need some ice, love.
Pennsylvania destroyed my feet, but New Jersey got them quite a bit better. But they still hurt a good bit. I got some nasty spots on my feet.
Yeah,
that
so
need
we
to
just
heal up a
need
little
some
bit, so.
time.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I mean,
that's it for me.
but we're doing good. I mean, other than me flying on my butt today, which was quite hysterical.
Wow, I felt too.
Okay,
It just is what it is. But yeah, I'm tired and I got a lot to do. So I'm gonna say good night.
All right, night, kids.